Welcome back to the Citizen Channel. I hope you're all staying safe and well. And our odds shows we look forward to a match day one, don't we? West Ham United at the London Stadium on the 7th of August 2022, a season that's going to see a little bit of a break in the middle. So be interested to see how this one pans out. Hopefully we'll get off to a good start this time and we're not chasing everybody. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So please, this is the odd show, so when the fun stops, be gamble aware and all that. Please only have a bet what you can afford. It's just a little bit of see what's out there value-wise. I won't be placing many bets myself at this point in time because I don't really have the spare cash, and that's how I work these things. But I think there's a little bit of value out there, and this will be done from a City angle. There will be some West Ham odds as well thrown in. If you're any West Ham followers watching this, it might be of interest as well. So let's get on with this odds show. Yeah, despite the community ashtray loss, of course, we're still firm favourites as far as the title is concerned. So let's have a quick look at those. We're 8-13 on and 8-11 on the exchanges. With Liverpool 8-13 on the main bookies, or some of the bookies, and 8-11 on the exchanges. Liverpool are as much as 5-2. Yeah, so even though they beat us in the Community Shield, yeah, the bookies aren't being convinced by that. We're still firm favourites. You can get 13-5 on the exchanges for Liverpool as well. Just some of the others, just as a matter of interest, just to see. Spurs 14-1. Chelsea seem to be buying a few players, aren't they? They're just 16-1. And United, here we go. United 40, blind 40 to 1 for United. So you United fans, get your 50p's on, you'll lose your 50p's. But hey, it's all a bit of fun, isn't it? And West Ham themselves, yeah. I mean, to win the title, which is a bit unlikely in all respects, although they did have a good season last season. I'm sure they're hoping they'll improve this season. 251 to win the title, West Ham. But more interesting, if you fancy it, you're a West Ham fan, top six, if you think you're going to go a little bit better than last season, 9-2. Very possible, but I quite like this one. A top half finish for West Ham, 8-13 on. So I think that's pretty good. I like that. I like that as a West Ham fan. If you don't mind betting odds on, I think that's a pretty good price to have faith in your boys. All right, got a long time to wait till it comes back, but well worth a look. Yeah, West Ham, last season 7th, so they got into this new UEFA conference, is it? I'm not too sure the title of it. I think they would prefer to play in the Europa League, the old one, but unfortunately missed out on the last day, didn't they? They invested at this point in time, as I'm recording this, on the 3rd of August, in a new centre forward and a centre back. Both 30 million plus, so they're hopeful for them. And of course, they've got a keeper that they had on loan last season. Did he play against us? No, it's Fabianski, wasn't it? What's it? Yeah, is it Areola to challenge Fabianski, of course. So he's now been bought, I think, for about 8 million. He was on loan with them last season. They are finding goals a little bit hard to come by pre-season, but they've got to be a stiff enough challenge for City, but we must rise to that challenge and win this. So this is my starting 11. Please check out my preview shows just for reasons behind this starting 11. I'm not just throwing 11 names into a hat and, well, all the names. His big squad into a hat. What's his big squad? About 20 players. I'm not too sure. It's not massive, is it? Pull these out. So if you want a bit more information on how I got to this starting 11, which is what some of the bets are based on. I'm going Edison, Walker, Diaz, Stones and Cancelo. The back four, taking a chance with Stones there, I think. Rodri, KDB and Bernardo, pretty much set in stone. And I'm taking a bit of a chance on the front three as well. I'm going Foden, Haaland and Alvarez. Yeah, so I'd say that's what I've been looking at when I've been looking at some of the odds and some of the bets. The match odds, yeah, City against West Ham. City are 1-3 on, so yeah, sort of almost. If you have faith in City, almost a sort of bettable odds on that, isn't it? For a City match, we don't usually get, and that I think that the bookies are pretty much spot on with that. Of course, if you fancy a draw like the last time we met at the London Stadium, not so long ago, was it, guys? In all fairness, that's 9-2 with Bet365. You fancy West Ham to do that, and it wouldn't no surprise to me whatsoever. First game of the season. Based on City perhaps still need 2 or 3 more games under the belts. Very possible. West Ham, if you fancy West Ham, you're a West Ham fan. 17-2 I've seen is the best price with Coral. First goal scorer, that's an interesting one. I mean, I've only looked at 3 really, guys. Of that team I've put out, that starting 11, I've got Alvarez, that's 7-2. Haaland's 10-3. and KDB is 13-2. So you can even do a bit of Dutching of those three and make money if any one of them three scores a goal. Hopefully, fingers crossed, at least one of them will do it. But that KDB is an interesting one, 13-2. Obviously, everyone's looking at Alvarez and Haaland, but certainly Haaland, that's for sure. But KDB might surprise a few. And of course, anytime goal scorer, I'll have a quick look at that in a second. Antonio and Scamacca are 14-1. So you fancy a debut goal for the new guy, Scamacca. He's 14-1, the same as Antonio. So a lot of options there, seeing as West Ham did score a couple of goals before we got kicked off last time, didn't they? Anytime goal scorer, yeah, if you look at the obvious subjects there that I've just picked, Haaland's 4-5 on with Bet Victor. Yeah, possible. He'll be keen to get on the sheet if he plays, of course, which I'm saying he might do. Alvarez is 6-5, so a little bit better, so that's good. But again, yeah, we won a few quid last year doing it for charity. Won a few quid on KDB, anytime goal scorer, and he get 2-1 with Sky again. So that for me is possibly the favourite again, because there's no doubt KDB is going to start this. And as I say, with all emphasis on Haaland and Alvarez, he might sneak in with certainly a goal, anytime goal scorer, if not the first goal scorer. We look at Antonio Scamacca for West Ham. Antonio's 5-1 with Sky. You can get that. And Scamacca's generally 9-2. Half-time, full-time. Well, personally, I mean, I want it to be City. That's evens. A draw and City will do. That's 10-3. West Ham, you get 16-1 with Coral. A draw and West Ham 20-1 generally. But if you look at the last time, you look at West Ham half times, a draw full time, West Ham and a draw, that was 20. That's now 22-1 with Bet Victor. So you fancy history to repeat itself, have a go at that. And correct score, yeah, I'm going for a City 2-1 or a 3-1 for this game. I want it to be a 4 or 5-0. Of course, I want the comfort of that. I think it'll be, as I said, I think it'll be a tough game. We've got to win it. I don't think we can afford, as we did against Spurs last year, to lose this one. So I am fancying the 2-1 and the 3-1. So the 2-1 is 8-1 generally, and the 3-1 win for City is 11-1 with Bet365. Look at some of the other scores. It could be a 2-0 will be fine, 13-2 with Bet365. A 3-0 is 9-1 with Bet365. A 4-0 is 16-1 with Bet365. And a 4-1 is 20-1 with 365. You look at last time's result, 2-2, you get 22-1 on that at Bet365. And West Ham fans, yeah, I can't see if West Ham did manage to win. It's going to be a goal, surely a 1-goal winning margin. I can't see too much more than that unless City collapse in a heap. So you can get 2-1 West Ham fans on a 2-1 win, 28-1 with Hills. So that's well worth it. So if you're a West Ham fan, you want a little bit of fun. Definitely. And the handicap's interesting as well. If you have a +2 on West Ham, so as I say, I think there might only be 1 goal in this. So if you put +2 on West Ham, you get 4-5 on with a 2-goal start. So that's pretty interesting if you like to bet the handicaps as well. Goals under and over. Again, both very, very doable. Over 2.5, which should be, shouldn't it? I mean, we should. I don't expect this to be a 0-0 by any account. So you get over 2.5 at 4-7 on, which for me, if you don't mind odds on, that's okay. Over 3.5, say the same as last season, a 2-2, a 3-1, anything like that. 6-4 odds again. So very interesting. Both teams to score. What do you think? The bookies are thinking so. The bookies are going for yes 10-11. And again, as I said, first game of the season. No reason not to think that's a possibility. So 10-11 seems okay. If you fancy a clean sheet by City or anyone, evens with Bet Victor. So yeah, that's worth a look if you do fancy West Ham or all right. I don't fancy West. I don't think West Ham will keep a clean sheet, but will City? That's the problem. Winning margin, yeah, we mentioned before, City 1-goal winning margin, which is very possible, 13-5 you can get with Bet365. 2-goal margin is 3-1 generally, and a 3-goal margin is 5-1. So you've actually got a Dutching capability of the 1 and 2 goals as well and coming out in profit. A West Ham 1-goal winning margin. Again, a lot of good value for West Ham fans for the first game of the season. You can get 10-1 on that, so that's not too bad. And if you go for a score draw, as it was last time, 6-1 Bet365 for a score draw. So some interesting prices, guys. Let me know what you're doing if you're having any go on this little game, anything that's took your eye, or if you combine things, if you combined first goal scorer, with the results, stuff like that. Do you play around? Let me know. And of course, let me know after the event if you've had any success. I know some of you do, so that's much appreciated. But thanks for watching this edition of Odds Show, and please let me know your thoughts and bets. Coming up, of course, following on from this, I'll be doing it the day after this, the preview show. That'll be out on Saturday, the 6th of August. I go into a little bit more detail, of course, on why I picked that starting 11 I mentioned at the top of the programme, and our tough opening day opponents, a little bit more on what they've been doing pre-season and how they're looking as well. So a little bit more on them. I've got a History Boys feature looking back, not a game at West Ham, but a game on the 7th of August. So this day back in time, 14 years ago. I think it's 14, or was it 18 years ago? Sorry, not 14. I did say 8 years ago on another one, but obviously I've just double checked, and it was from 2000. I think it's from 2004. I can't even remember now, guys. I did it a couple of months ago, believe it or not. But yeah, so anyway, there's a History Boys feature coming up, so keep your eyes peeled for that. That should be out on the morning of the game on Sunday. And of course, afterwards, we'll have the player ratings and talking point shows. Player ratings will come out first. Try and get out Sunday night. Obviously, time-wise, we might be struggling after the game. Other than that, they'll both be available on Monday. And don't forget to join me Monday evening. Yeah, to air your views on the game. Let's celebrate together, or commiserate together, or everything in between, of course. We'll do the Citizen Show live at 7 p.m. UK time, Monday evening. Go onto YouTube, just click on the notification to remind yourself. And we'll chat West Ham, and we'll look forward, of course, to the first Etihad game of the season at home to Bournemouth. So it'd be great if you can do that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please, until we meet again, I only ask one thing, don't I? Please, stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.